Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Dexnump 24W LED desk lamp. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon. And if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So on the box here it says shadowless, wide angle lighting, no RF interference, eye protection. On the back we have some little pictures of orientations. So you can have the light bars paired up together. You can have a shallow V formation, a wide V formation, or straight across. So let's get this open. Here we have the instruction manual. On the top here we have some specs. Power is 24 watt, input is 24 volts at 1 amp. Lumen is greater than or equal to 1200 lumen. Color temperature mode is 2700 to 6500 K. Light length folded is 37.5 centimeters, expanded is 81 centimeters. Color rendering index is greater than or equal to 90. So to turn it on and off, it says switch on off, short time touching to turn on off the light. Reset, it says short touch 1 to 3 seconds to memorize the last status. Here it says timing, short touch to enter the timing, the light flashes once, and then a short touch to cancel the timing, the light flashes twice. Color temperature is 2700, 3200, 4000, 4500, and 6500 K. And then it has 5 dimming levels from 100, 75, 50, 20, and 10. Okay, so let's pull the parts out here. So here's the upright. We have this extruded aluminum section, and this is a rubber coated material, and this is the flexible section. And here we have the lamp head. And here's the power supply. It's the 24 volts at 1 amp. Cord length is around 6 feet. Here's the clamp for the desk. Screwdriver. And these are some, looks like rubber bands and screws. So that's probably for holding the cord. So I'll peel the protective plastic off there. So for step one, we want to take the flexible part and clip it onto here, like so. So that slides in place. Then I'll take this aluminum upright, and one end has a small hole, one has a larger hole. I'll take the smaller hole and I'll slide this together here. And I'll make sure this lines up here, although I think it will bottom out there. Yep. I'll go into my bag of screws and I'll get the really short screw out and I'll screw that in here. So I'll come back here. I should be able to actually slide this apart. I just need a little more room on my bench here. And then I can take the clamp and put it on here. I'll slide that up. And then we have one of these machine screws that will go in this brass thread. Okay, so the light is going to plug in here, and then we can use these rubber bands to hold it onto here. So let's take a quick look at the clamp. So this has rubber on the top here, so it'll protect the top of your desk. There isn't any rubber on the clamp part. So if you have a desk that you would need protection there, you might want to add your own rubber. It does have these holes in the back, so if you wanted to screw it to a surface, like if you had like a workbench or something, you could screw it on there. Let me open that all the way up. So I'm around maybe 2 3/16 there, inches. So maybe just under 2 1/4. So I'm going to clamp this to the back of my bench, and then we'll take a look at it. Okay, so I have the upright. I'll bend this towards me. I'll put the head back on, but before I do that, I'll put these rubber bands on. Okay, I have that installed. You can see the lights are facing forward, so I can open these up. Now these have detents on them. Let me pull this down. So it locked in at this position, and then it locked in at that position, and then it locked in straight. So when I showed on the box when you have the smaller and larger angle, those actually have detents so you can get a very nice symmetrical look out of it. So I'll turn off my camera light. Let's turn this light on. So it looks like a touch switch, so that's very easy to actuate. Let's try the brightness. Okay, so that's the color temperature there. And then this is the brightness. So then we also have a timer mode. So I'm not sure how long that leaves that on for though, unfortunately. I did not see that in the manual. So I'm going to go turn my overhead light off so we can see the light this casts. Okay, so I'll turn this to the full brightness. So this is the full brightness mode. So it's lighting up kind of the center area of my desk. Let me move it up. Okay, so when I moved it up more, it kind of spread the light out. I could even move these in. And that's getting a nice wide array on my desk. let's play with the color temperature a little bit. These oftentimes don't come through on camera, but this is the warm mode. So this is a more yellow light. This is a whiter light. And this is a cooler light. So I tend to like the whiter lights, kind of the medium, about like that. And then let's look at the dimness. So this is the dimmest mode. So I probably use a light like this mostly for some ambient light. When I'm working, I like to have brighter light. So I turn it to the brighter light. Now I showed the light spread out. You can then even pull these together and have the light in a more centralized area. And you can even pull this down to light up closer to your workspace if you want. Now these lights don't pivot side to side, but you can move the whole arm a little bit to give it a little bit of a tilt on the flex arm. Then to shut it off, we'll tap the button to the right and it shuts it off. So let's turn that down. We'll shut it off and we'll turn it back on. Okay, so it came onto the same mode. So if you have a mode you like, when you turn it on and off, looks like it will stay there. So that's nice. And let's see, at the height I currently have it is around 25 inches. So that's the Dexnump LED desk lamp. I really like the modern look of this. I like that these lights can be moved in and out, and then it has those set detents, so you can get a really nice symmetrical look. They're super easy to move, so there may be times when you just want light on your whole desk, but if you're working on a project, you might want to bring those together to focus the light in one area. Then of course you can move it up or down and to the side. At 24 watts, it's a very bright light, but you can dim it and change the color temperature. So when I'm really trying to focus, I like to have that bright white light. Now if this is an area where I want to relax a little bit, I might turn on that softer light and dim it a little bit. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.